Hi, I'm Jun Pataleta from the integration team of the LMS platform team. And as we all know, we just released Moodle 4.5 yesterday. So just to add to Marie's impressive numbers, during these past 6 months of the 4.5 development cycle, we successfully integrated 753 issues. Moodle 4.5 basically contains 229 new features and improvements, of which 62 are from the community. We also fixed 438 bugs and security issues in all supported versions of Moodle. 120 of these also come from the community. Most of these fixes now are part of the latest minor releases for Moodle versions 4.4.4, 4.3.8, 4.2.11, and 4.1.14, which we also released yesterday. So a huge congrats to everyone, and thanks to everyone in Moodle HQ and the community who have contributed to this new milestone for Moodle LMS. And of course, Moodle 4.5's release also marks the beginning of the Moodle 5.0 development cycle. So some reminders. So as part of the process, we are currently in the on-sync period for 2 weeks until 18 October. And after the on-sync period, we will start integrating new features and improvements for Moodle 5.0. And as we say hello to Moodle 4.5.0 dev cycle, we also have some goodbyes planned for some features of the features of Moodle LMS 5.0, such as the removal of Oracle database support, the auto editor, the chat activity, survey activity, and potentially the CAS authentication plugin. Don't ask me what the CAS means. Anyway, and some other features that may be outdated or not really widely used in Moodle. So yeah, and then with the new approach of towards an LTS aligned deprecation process, features deprecated in Moodle 4.4 or earlier will be up for final deprecation in Moodle 5.0. So we created the 5.0 deprecations epic, MDL 7650560, to track these deprecations. And so that's it from me. And again, thanks everyone for another successful release cycle. And yep, Gandalf is really happy.
Thanks, June. Hi, everyone. My name is Simi. I'm software test engineer in the platform team. And I would like just to give a quick highlight of the 4.5 QA cycle, which has been my life for the past 5 weeks. This 4.5 QA cycle was really special because we had a lot of community engagement. We also had a lot of engagement from the HQ, answering questions, triaging bugs. Anyway, like we built a huge momentum, and this chart shows like the big push we had this 4.5 QA cycle, and also all the QA tests that had been automated in the last dev cycle as well. Compared to the 4.4 QA cycle, we had 33 less QA tests. Some of those automated, some of those they were not necessary. And which means that when we got to the final week, as you can see in the chart, we had much more organized and relaxed final week of the QA cycle compared to the few versions ago that we had was like a nightmare, like totally chaotic. This time around, we just had to manage like a couple of failures, and so by the end of the final week, we were in a much better position. And we also focused much more on the exploratory tests, AI, the course subsections, the assignment improvements. So that was the highlight. And yes, a big thank you to everyone from the teams, from the even from other products that helped with this QA cycle to be the success that it was. Like in the end, we got 100% of the past tests. And the only thing we identified an issue with Microsoft OneDrive, and that will be looked after now that the release is gone. And I also thought about showing like this little cool two charts. One is the one that we can find in our QA cycle dashboard. And this cycle, especially this community user, Doug Klimas, alone, he tested 60 tests. And that is amazing to me. Like I look and say, oh, wow, someone from the community taking the time to help. That is something that it amazes me. And if you look the 5th position, also Luigi, a long time QA tester, has been helping every QA cycle, also with 20 tests, but providing lots of feedbacks and bugs that he found while testing. Those two users from the community, it like accounts for almost 20% of the tests. So it's like, for me, this is something that I love to see. And if you look this other pie chart here on the left, you can see that the community tested helped with 51% of the tests. HQ, which usually runs the more complicated ones that's hard for the community members to test, they tested 17% of the tests, and our external testers from UTPI in Philippines, they did the other 32%. So a big success, this QA cycle. And again, I couldn't thank much like for the contributions, everybody, like triaging bugs, everything. So yeah, and fixing the bugs as well. So we got to the final week and say, okay, cool, we are ready for the 4.5 release. Thanks, everyone.